North side coolin' shorty, yeah, that's where I stay. Heard you was a lame boy, get up out my face.
What's up YouTube, MillionDollarDream here, back again with yet another $1 million video. Yes, you did read the title right. It is true. This is the story time of the time I stress, almost got my chain snatched. Now, this is a funny story, and yet it's pretty crazy. So we're gonna start off with one of my homeboys, Leo. Shout out to you. He had hit me up on a little kickback party he wanted to throw for this group that I'm kind of in. It's called NDO, No Days Off. I'm kind of part of that little group, but of course I have my own $1 million dream, but you know, I'm part of that crew too. So he was throwing like a little barbecue in this little park called Ben Bremen Park, located in Virginia, and he wanted to throw a little kickback party, whatever fiasco thing there. So I was like, okay, true, I will go. At that time period, it was at around the end of the school year for 11th grade. My clout was kind of growing up, I guess you could say, a little bit. I was getting a little popular, I guess, if you want to put it that way. And I had a lot of female friends because I wasn't that kind of guy that was out here trying to have sex with every single female that I see. But since I had a lot of female friends, it was easy for me to bring females along. Now, one of my boys, Otis, at that time was talking to a girl. Shout out to Otis if you're watching this. And he was able to bring her, and she brought her friend. So really, if it wasn't for us, no girls would have come. The other girls that came were coming for us. So it was me. I bought my homegirl, Nohela. Shout out to you if you're watching this. And she brought her friend, Angel, which is also my friend too, because her big brother is like a brother to me. So, you know, we're all a big fucking happy family. Okay, you feel me? So yeah, so we all went together, and it was me, Nohela, and Angel. We came up through there, and then Otis brought a girl, and she brought a couple of her friends. So it was about six girls there, and there was a lot of guys. Now, you know how girls are when they're around a lot of guys. They start to feel uncomfortable, they feel like they want to leave, but that wasn't going on yet. So we were outside setting up until we finally went inside the park. And when we went into the park, there is these two guys. Now I'm gonna say there's these two guys. I don't know their name, but they were it's kind of like when you throw like a cookout type thing, and there's always those people that are at the cookout for the family cookout. There's always people that are there that people do not know and people have never seen and never heard of, but they're just lingering around, like those weird people. It was kind of like that. Like, these guys were not talking to anyone. They were just always around us for whatever reason. And I thought Leo had known the guy, but I didn't know him, so I never said anything. And this is ironically the exact same outfit I wore. I wore this jacket that night, and I wore this watch, and I wore the same necklace that night. So we begin to walk all the way back to where the party was. We were there for probably about, I guess you could say, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just throwing around not basketballs, but like footballs and stuff into the field. It was pretty fun. Just for that quick 45 minutes. Now, for whatever reason, I can't really remember, we had left the park, I think because we were picking up like drinks or whatever. Not alcohol, but like actual like drinks. I forgot what exactly we were doing. I think they wanted to go to Harris Teeter, because Harris Teeter was across the street from that location. For whatever reason, I can't really remember that we had walked out. When we were walking back in, it was me, Otis, and Andy. Angel and Nohela were up at the field. So there was like a big ass field. The little cookout was under like a little hut that's all the way, like, say the field's right here, all right here. The hut is like all the way back here. The way to walk in is all the way in here. So there's really only one way, there's only one path in, there's only one path out. Like, the same way that we came in is really the same way out. There's no other way really you can get out of that park. We walked out for whatever reason. We started walking back in again. Angel and Nohela are up here with everyone else while we are walking in. And as we are walking in, I can't really stand up, because if I stand up, then you won't be able to really see. But basically, I was walking up, and as we were walking in, there's a little pathway when we get off the bridge, and there's a big tree line all the way from the second when you hop off the bridge. I had to take a piss. The sun was going down, so the moonlight was still out, and I was sitting here pissing because it was the only spot that the moonlight was still shining on. It's the only light I really had. So I was sitting there taking a piss, you know, as a regular human being, and I see someone walk up behind me. So I was like, all right, who the fuck is this nigga walking up behind me? It's about dark as shit outside. Who the fuck is this guy walking up behind me? So I'm sitting here taking a piss, and then he was like, yo, is that chain real? And I was like, okay, 1, I do not know you. 2, who the fuck are you? 3, why the fuck are you asking me that question? It's about dark as shit outside. So I'm just like, okay, he's probably gonna try some shit. I said, what? And I started to pull up my pants, because I'm like, I'm not gonna fight with my penis out, fam. Like, really, yeah, nigga? So I pulled up my pants, and as I'm pulling up my pants, he's like, yeah, is that chain real? As soon as I was about to say, what does that matter to you? He had just instantly just like swung at me like out of nowhere. For whatever reason, I don't know how, but for that whole night, I felt like God or my guardian angel, my grandma, one of my grandmas, I felt like they were with me the whole entire night, because when he grabbed for my necklace, he grabbed it and it popped off, but I put my hand up to like block his hit, And for whatever reason, I'm gonna show you guys right now. For whatever reason, the necklace just started to wrap around my arm. And when it started to wrap around my arm, I popped my my fist back. I started to square with him. When I started to square out with him, that's when his man's, now the dude is probably like my same size, my same width and everything, but his friend is shorter than me, but he's tatted and he's a lot more bigger. But I squared up with both of them because I was like, all right, man, if I'm gonna go, I'm not gonna go out like no bitch. That's all I know. Like, win or lose, I don't care. If I get jumped right now, I get jumped. Because mind you, everyone else is all the way up at the hill. Like, they can't even see what's going on right now. Like, they're super distracted and it's kind of far away. So everyone is still up the hill. Andy and Otis were still behind me. I don't know if they're really paying attention. I didn't know. All I knew was that I possibly may get jumped, but I'm not going out like no bitch. Like, that's not happening. I ain't no bitch. I'm not gonna go out like no bitch. No little pussy, wet bitch. My chain is definitely not about to get snatched like I'm like the Migos or some shit. It's just not happening. No shots from the Migos, but that shit's not rocking with me. It's just not about to happen, man. No, my chain is not getting popped. So you can take it home and either sell it. It's only a $100 chain. I got it from Zoomies. You're gonna take it, sell it to the pawn shop for like 60 bucks. You're probably gonna buy some weed and then share it with all your homies, or you're gonna use my chain in some rap video and be like, hey, I took a nigga's chain. I know, nigga, you tried to jump a nigga for his chain. Like, you know, I wasn't gonna be a victim to that. So I was not rocking with the shit. I was like, no, I'm not going out like no bitch. So chain started wrapping around, and then after I put my hand back, I started squaring with both of them. His man came out the bush out of nowhere. So I was like, damn, I'm the kid really about to get jumped right now. And as when I was walking up to him, I was about like swinging them, that's when they both just ran. And I was just like, what the fuck? So Otis and Andy saw, when I looked back, they're looking at me. He was like, yo, what happened? I was trying to tell him what happened. Like, they came out of nowhere, they're trying to jump me or whatever, some shit. And he said, all right, give me everything. Give me your watch, give me your phone, give me your necklace, give me everything, all your valuables, just in case they come back. I was like, all right, sure. So I gave him everything. And after that, we were sitting down. We walked all the way up to the little hut where the barbecue was, and we sat down there. So as we were sitting down, Angel and Nohela felt uncomfortable because, like I mentioned before, girls tend to feel uncomfortable when they're around too many guys, especially guys that they do not know. So I was okay, I feel for you. They said, okay, can you take us home? Now me, guys, I like the same way in is the same way out. And for whatever reason, I go by my vibe, I go by my gut. If I have a bad vibe or a bad gut feeling about something, and I'm not gonna go with it. Like, it's not gonna happen. I told them what just happened because they didn't know. Like, no one saw anything, so I told everyone. And they didn't know until I told them separately not prior, but after I told the guy group, I told them what happened. Because, you know, they were doing their own thing because they wanted to leave, so they weren't really trying to be affiliated with him. So I told them, yo, what just happened? I almost got jumped. They're like, oh, really? And I tell them a story. And then they're like, okay, so Andy and Otis said that, yo, we'll walk them out if you want to, but you should come with us because I don't want you to be here by yourself. And I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna film it going down there. They're like, nah, man, come with us. You'll be all right. I kept telling them no. Andy was like, yo, like, we got you, bro. No matter what happens, we got you. I kept telling them, nah, man, I got a bad feeling going down there. I'm gonna stay my ass right here. Shit, ain't going down there. So they're like, all right. Here, Andy gave me his phone. I gave Andy my phone. Still to this day, I don't really know what was the point of that, but gave him my phone. He said, yo, if you need anything or if I see anything, I'm gonna call you. I was like, all right. So they go walking down there. Literally 2 seconds after they had walked through the trees, mind you. Now they walked through the pathway on the bridge, and mind you, now the setting is pitch black dark outside. So they start to walk out. And as they're walking out, like literally 2 minutes after that, Andy calls me from my cell phone and says, yo, they're coming. I'm like, who's coming? It's like 30 of them. I'm like, are you fucking serious? He's like, yeah, there's like 30 of them. And I was like, all right, so you tried to jump me 2-on-1. I squared up with you and you guys ran away. You couldn't took my chain. So now you want to come back with the whole fucking neighborhood to try to take one guy's chain.
Really, nigga?
One guy's chain. And then most likely you're gonna have the fucking audacity to call me a bitch. So you're gonna probably call me a bitch because you took my chain. Nigga, you tried to fucking what? Like, huh? Like, and sadly, that's how shit works. I'm gonna say that for a whole nother video, but sadly, that's how shit works. Like, people would try, like, it'll be a group of people try to take one guy's, I don't know, like, Jordans or whatever, right? They'll jump you for your pair of Jordans, and when they beat you up, they're gonna be like, yeah, you're a bitch. Nigga, you had a whole fucking mob to beat me up. What the fuck? I never got beat up before. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck? You got a whole fucking neighborhood to fight me for my chain, but you're gonna call me a bitch, but you couldn't do that shit by yourself. What? You stink. Shut up, you stink. They all came, I stood up and I was like, fuck, it's like 90 of them niggas. So then I just started walking, like, creeping like towards like the back, towards the baseline, and there's a little way you can go through these bushes that lead to some train tracks. So I went to the train tracks and I started walking over there because I'm the kind of guy, man, if I can avoid issues, I'm gonna avoid issues until like there's no run. Like, you can talk all the shit you want, I don't give a fuck what you say, I know what I am, I don't give a fuck what you say. But if you touch me, or you take my money, try to steal my shit, or touch my family, or touch my friends, that's a different problem. The second I thought I heard a noise, like something like a tree branch crack, that's when my ass started hitting feet. I didn't give a fuck. I was not gonna risk getting jumped, especially in the woods. Fuck no, that's not about to happen to me. So I started hitting feet, and then I started hopping over this it's like a barbed wire fence. And yo, it's either you get jumped or you get some scratches on your hand from a barbed wire fence. Choose one. I'd rather choose a barbed wire fence. My ass hops over there like a fucking Usain Bolt hurtling over rails and shit. Start running through this little like car lot. I had broke down cars and shit, and it was like kind of misty. It was weird. Like I felt like I was in a scene of Jason or some shit. I started hitting feet. I hopped up the fence again. I started walking towards the main street. But I got on the main street, I kept asking people like, yo, can you roll down the window? Like please, I was trying to tell them what happened. But they didn't want to roll down the window. 10, 11 o'clock at night, black guy in the middle of the street asking for help. No one's about to pick me up. That's not about to happen. They're not gonna pick me up, my black ass. Hell nah, fam. That's not about to happen. I should have known that. Did not get anyone to pick me up, so I started walking all the way to McDonald's. Now, Otis's mom works at McDonald's on that main street. So I literally walked all the way like halfway through the city. I don't know how I was able to maneuver through the city that fast. So I was halfway through the city. Otis's mom works at McDonald's on the main street. So I went there just to see if they're in there, and luckily Otis and Andy were in there. When they saw me, they were like super shocked. They were telling me what happened. I started telling them what happened. I had all these thorns in between my fucking like jacket. This same very jacket, Obey jacket, I still had a bunch of thorns in the shit. And my chain was popped. Now this part right here, the headpiece was popped off. It totally came off from right over here. And I couldn't find it. I didn't know what the hell happened to it because it just popped right off. And then I expected to fly away. But when I came home that same night, I told my brother what happened. My brother was super pissed. And my friend Nick came to pick me up because at that time I was with two other friends. Same friends that took me there that didn't want to take me home. But you know, we're cool now. I'm cool now with those guys. But yeah, so they didn't want to take me home for whatever reason. I was super pissed off for that. But then I had another friend that came to pick me up. I called my brother. He was in a whole nother city. And after my brother came home, I told my dad and my brother what happened. Yeah, so I came home and I took off my shoe. I was wearing a pair of boots. I took off my shoe, and the piece to connect the chain together was sitting in there. Now, that's really weird how someone could rip a chain off your neck and the chain wraps around your arm. You would expect the piece right here to fly away somewhere. But when I took off my shoe, it was in the bottom of the shoe. So that was really, really weird to me. That's why I feel like I don't know, like God or some spirit or my grandma, someone was with me that whole entire night, because the way I was able to maneuver through like the whole situation without getting harmed, and also with having my chain, clasket, whatever you want to call it, piece to put the chain together, the way I was able to recover that, because it was in the bottom of my shoe, which is really, really weird. But yeah, I was able to get that back. I got my chain fixed, and the same guy, like months later, probably like earlier this year, probably around April, I was at work, and then he just walked in, and I guess he was working there, and I was just praying, look at just look at me one time, bro. Just give me one excuse, because you're not with your friends now. You're not. It's just me and you now. So you can't call in your big brother. You can't call your friends, your homies. You can't call your dad. Like how I was never gonna call my brother or something to fight. I'll fight one person. So you can't call no one. So we can do this in one-on-one. But he didn't look at me. He didn't really say anything to me. And since he didn't say nothing to me, I didn't say nothing to him. It is what it is. I don't really care. And then on top of that, you guys, some people are gonna ask, well, what happened if they weren't trying to hurt you? What if they're trying to take your chain? Well, there's some other kids that was playing in the park, and those kids were probably like, I think they were in 9th grade, and there was a group of them, and those same group of guys, because they couldn't find me, they robbed those kids. I think they jumped them. Yeah, they jumped those kids, and then they robbed them for their Jordans. So if they're gonna do that to 9th graders and 14, 15-year-old kids, imagine what they're gonna do to me. But I escaped the situation. I ain't no bitch, and it is what it is. That's all I can say. I have my chain, I have my jacket. I didn't have a scratch in my face, but I did have scratches on my hands from going through those thorns and barbed wire fences and shit. But I hit feet like fucking Usain Bolt, Sonic the Hedgehog, and fucking you when your girlfriend tells you that she's off her period. That's how fast I ran. So yeah, so it is what it is. My chain's fixed, and I'm not no bitch, but I'm not a savage. So I'm not out here saying, you know, all crazy shit. I'm just not no bitch. He didn't take my chain. It is what it is. I got it. I'm wearing it. I'll wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody stopping me from wearing this chain. But that's pretty much the end of the video. That I almost got my chain snatched like the Migos. I appreciate you guys for watching, for tuning into the $1 Million Dream. Peace, love, positivity, like always. If you are following your dreams, guys, what are you guys doing? Be motivated, be dedicated, be inspirational, inspire others like always. This is $1 Million Dream signing out for yet another $1 Million video. Peace, love, positivity. I already said that. But see you guys next video. Peace.
Hey. Hey.